And welcome to From the Campus Food on YouTube. This is Julia. Finally. Oh, yeah, you're Julia. I said this is Julia. Yeah, you finally join us. Let's go on YouTube. You didn't know this was on YouTube? No. Oh. You didn't tell me that. Well, it is. So can you what we're making today, Julia?
Sure. We're, I don't know like the official name. Strawberry, rhubarb, scones. With an almond glaze.
So the first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 400 degrees.
And we lined our baking sheets with parchment paper. So we're mixing in 1.5 cups of each type of flour. So it's white flour, unwheat, and whole wheat.
Then what are we gonna do, Julia? Well, we're gonna add the 1/4 cup of granulated sugar.
How much sugar?
1/4 cup.
That's right, 1/4 cup.
No, wait to get a tripod.
Wait!
Okay, that's very exact. Baking, you always want to be exact with your measurements. Okay. 1/4 cup. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And also we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So we're gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So this is our flour mixture. We just mixed it all up. It was the 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour and regular white flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Oops, we didn't do that. So we'll add that in right now. 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And now we are going to cut up the butter. So Julia is cutting up the butter. And what you want to do when you're baking is make sure the butter is cold, and also you want to make sure your butter is cut up into small pieces. So, because we're going to do this by hand, so you're going to want to make it easy on yourself and cut the butter into small pieces. I'm going to add this stick of butter, which we cut up into little cubes. And Julia's going to do the thing. What's it called? It's a smashed potato.
Yeah, that's what we use for potatoes.
It helps it to get into a coarse meal. Oh, our oven is ready for us. It's quite fast. Now we're gonna add the 1/4 cup of buttermilk. Up about 1.5 cups of strawberries and about, I'd say, 1/2 cup of chopped rhubarb. And it was like a couple stalks of rhubarb. And now we're gonna add it into the bowl. We're going to carefully fold in gently to our mixture here.
So the recipe that we were using didn't call for butter, and we noticed that
Eggs.
eggs. And we noticed that the dough wasn't sticking together, so we looked at another rhubarb strawberry scone recipe that asked for eggs, and we included that in our recipe.
So just so you know, I would definitely do that or else it's not gonna work. We use this ice cream scoop to make our scones. So we're gonna pack it into this little ice cream scoop here. They're all even.
So much better.
So much better. Oh, it's just part of the rhubarb.
Oh.
Don't worry, it's not in here.
I mean, I'm at the bottom now.
There we go. A little wet.
I'm gonna brush some of the buttermilk onto the scone, evenly covered.
Enough room to spread and rise.
So after I have brushed on my buttermilk, I'm gonna sprinkle on some of the turbinado sugar
And a little bit of a crunchy sweetness
on top. And it should stick.
Finish all this and we're gonna bake it in the oven for 30 minutes. And they're going to be delicious.
Cheers.
Hopefully we haven't tried them, but we will let you know.
Watch us wash it off. They'll be like nose its.
Alright, I hope that's the case. We're doing a little mask here. Sorry if
Wait,
you
they heard that?
Yeah, they did. Here's our finished product. It's the strawberry rhubarb scone with a almond extract
Icing.
almond on top.
Drizzle my drizzle.
So now we're going to
I wanna cut
cut
this
it
way.
and Hopefully it's good.
What?
It is? Yeah, you see that? Now I'm gonna try it.
1, 2, 3. Aha.
I'd say, what's your rating?
Oh, good. Oh, so good.
Add maybe some more strawberries and stuff more.
More good.
Yeah. More goodies in there. With the icing.
Mm.
Eat it!